So I'm filming upstairs today. Caleb's downstairs doing some band, and Brian was picked up to go do a job. So I decided to take a few minutes. I wanted to talk today about emotional abuse and mental abuse. And if you saw my Instagram story, I kind of touched on it a little bit. So I just wanted to touch on it a little bit more. So for me, I was emotionally abused by somebody that I thought loved me, that I thought cared about me. A few people, actually. And it's hard to admit that, because it's hard to admit that I didn't see it. And it's funny, you ever watch those shows or the movie and the girl's like so oblivious to everything that's going on, either with her friends or the guy she's seeing or her family, and you're like, you just want to reach through and shake her and be like, oh my gosh, like, hello, do you not see this? That was me. And I would be watching the movies and the TV shows, and I'd be like, why don't you see this? Then I'd be like, that kind of, but no, that's not, no, this is different. This is different. Because isn't it always? But yeah, it was years. I was told I wouldn't be good enough for people other than these selective people, that I should be grateful for the friendship or the relationship that this person or these people gave me, that I should just accept that not a lot of people are going to like me, and not a lot of people are going to love me. And let me amend that statement. I get it. Not everybody is everybody else's cup of tea, shot of whiskey, cup of coffee, what have you. I get that. I am 1,000% fine knowing that there are people out there that may not like me. That's fine. That's fine. But it's the way that it's said to somebody. And it's okay for you to think that way. And it's okay for you to tell your best friend, you know what? Don't worry about the haters, because they're going to hate no matter what. Like Taylor Swift says, haters going to hate. But it's a little bit different when somebody says to you, really, honestly, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have friends. And like, you should just be grateful for us, because I don't know how other people would be able to be your friend or be able to date you. It's been years since those people have been in my life. And the toxicity that still occurs up here from time to time is extremely hard. And it's extremely real. And the reason I thought of this today was because I was given a compliment by somebody, and old me would have negated it. I would have said, oh, well, this, that, and the other, or they only said that because of this, or they only saw that, and so they, said this, or what have you. But the new me was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I am that person that she just complimented. I am doing those things. I am being that person. I am this, that, and that. And you know what? Hell yeah. I'm rocking it. And I'm going to accept that. And I'm going to acknowledge that. And I'm going to feel that. For the longest time, I wouldn't let myself feel the compliments. I would say, oh, you really don't mean that. Or I appreciate the sentiment. Or that's a nice thought, but that's not me. And it negates people's feelings. And it took me a long time to realize that. And I never meant it to negate anyone else's feelings about me. I meant it to negate my feelings about me. Because I was pushed so low to the ground that I didn't know if I could get back up. But I did. And I have. And it was a very long journey. So if you give somebody a compliment and they tear it down, or they tear it apart, or maybe they don't even acknowledge it, and and you're one of those people that think, man, do they really think that? Like, do they not value my opinion? It's not that. Please know that it's not that. Know that maybe they were told that they weren't worth anything. Maybe they were told that they would never amount to anything, or that people wouldn't love them, or that people wouldn't be friends with them. And so they got that stuck in their head that that's it. Like, you've got these handful of people in your life and that's it. So respect their boundaries, but continue to give those compliments, because one day they will believe them. They will believe that compliment. And one day you'll see the smile come across their face because they realize that that compliment has been true all along, and they just weren't in a place that they could accept it. And if you know somebody who has been through the ringer, or who has been on the side of any kind of abuse, I personally only talk about mental and emotional because that's what I had went through. I never went through physical abuse. There was some sexual abuse thrown in there, but that's another story. Try and get them to get help. And I know it's hard, and I know there's this huge stigma around mental health and talking to people, but you know what? It's December 2020. We're in the middle of a pandemic that was only supposed to last 2 weeks, and it's lasted 7 months. I've seen my parents, but I haven't hugged them. I had to cancel 2 trips because of this pandemic. I haven't seen a lot of my family in months. So I get that there's a stigma behind mental health, but now more than ever, we need to be there for people. Whether it's a FaceTime call, listening to them, or texting with them, or driving them to the appointment if they're like, I'm scared, I don't want to go alone. Offer to drive them, or ride in the car with them, and wait in the car. Most therapy appointments are no more than an hour. I don't know what the waiting rooms are like because my therapist does hers online still. But if you can't wait in the waiting room, take a book, play a game on your phone. Like, it's only an hour. I know we're all busy, and I know it's Christmas. Drop them off and go Christmas shopping. Run to the store down the street real quick and come back and pick them up. And then, you know what? Take them with you for the next store. Or grab Starbucks or Dunkin' or your local coffee shop coffee on the way home. Just help them, because they may not realize how much they need the help until they think it's too late. December's has been, in the past, a bad month for me. I've had a lot of bad, rough, tough experiences happen in the month of December, so I get it. I've had my credit card hacked, and somebody steal money from me, and somebody break up with me, and all the bills paid 2 days before Christmas, and my account be negative hundreds of dollars. Literally days before Christmas. So I get it. I've been there. You can reach out to me. I'll listen. I have an amazing support system now, an amazing community. I have people I know I can say, hey, somebody just said this to me. I'm not vibing with it. Is this true? Do you feel this way? Or am I just taking it too much to heart? And they'll be honest and they'll tell me. And I am so grateful that I have those people in my life that'll do that. So I urge you, if you're watching this and you're like, sis, this is me, reach out. I'll talk. I'm going to do more in this series, so I'll give you some tips and tricks that have worked for me, aside from therapy, obviously, because therapy has been huge. And let me just say, this is my 4th therapist since I was in high school. 4th. And I've been with her for 5 years. So it's not going to be a one time. It might. You may find a therapist you love on the very first try, and that is awesome. That doesn't always happen, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like a pair of shoes. You got to try on the ones that fit, or a pair of jeans. You know, find the ones you like and the one that fits and the ones that vibe with you. It's like finding a friend. So I've gotten so sidetracked. I'm sorry, but reach out. I'm here. I'll listen. I've got support in community that I can help get you resources. I can help find you places. I know people in so many states that we can help find you resources if you're not local and you're watching this. If you just want to talk, I'm here. If you just want to be like, hey, I need some tips. I know I'll be okay, but I'm going through a time right this moment. I'm here. Whatever it is, I'm here. I'm right here for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was informative. Again, bear with people, especially right now. Know that if they're negating a compliment you gave them or downplaying something that you said nice about them, 9 times out of 10, it's not a reflection of you. So I wish you a happy rest of your Friday, a great weekend, and an amazing Hanukkah, holiday, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever holidays you celebrate, or even if you don't celebrate holidays. I wish you a amazing rest of the year. There are 20 days left in the year, y'all. Holy crap. Let's do something to make 2020 end on a positive note. What do you say? I love you.